Hello there, and welcome to the third episode of LittleBigShow. I'm back with 3 more levels that don't have the attention they deserve and should be well received by almost any player who enjoys platforming. Let the shoutouts begin! First cab off the rank is the Rat Ruler's Castle by Hallam 3. Now this is the latest in a series of levels by the author, and to play it, you'll have to search for Hallam 3 in-game, go to his levels page, and find a level called The Introduction. Play this one and make your way through the other fantastic levels in the series to eventually receive the key to this level. This series is really an extension of the Medium Molecule levels, as it utilizes much the same style, featuring a clear theme, visible yet clean logic, and innovative use of the tools available. You wouldn't be alone in mistaking these levels for those made by Medium Molecule if you weren't aware of whom the author was. That's how brilliant these levels are. The platforming here is unlike anything you've ever seen before. This level hosts some of the craziest and most entertaining segments I've played in a long time, and these segments are blended seamlessly into the beautiful visuals, making it easy and fun to make your way from one end of the level to the other. It improves on its predecessors in every way, and is a must-play for every single Sackboy and Little Big player. Oh, and watch out for the boss at the end. He really doesn't like you. Next up is Pure Platforms by Kangry48. I've featured this author before and have always loved his skill with visuals as well as platforming, and this level features some of his cleverest segments yet. Although not as complex as his previous levels in terms of gameplay, it is still enjoyable to lead your Sackboy through this beautiful and clean-cut platformer. The main attraction here is the variety. The platforming segments are wild and incredibly enjoyable, while all linking together to create a great sense of flow. It's also a blast to see the mechanical wonders the author has created, and this aesthetic style complements the unusual platforming to make for a crazy, yet professional level that's great fun while the short ride lasts. Time for this episode's review. Up for inspection is Cube Adventure by TheAlp. As you may have guessed, this level consists of an adventure through a world of cubes. The level is extremely short, but is very enjoyable for the 2 minutes of playtime, and it isn't too bad to look at either. There's no real backstory or premise, just your Sackboy traversing a world of cubes. The platforming is fairly basic in some areas, but very innovative in others, especially towards the end, where you have to complete a segment 3 times, with each run-through adding to the difficulty in some way. The level sees the return of platforming elements from Super Mario Bros. And other classic platformers, providing for some nostalgic moments as you traverse the level. Pathfinding is also very straightforward, quite literally, as you are only going straight forward, but this alleviates wasted time and is a big plus. The visual style is very basic, but the level still looks pretty good considering the geometric restrictions self-imposed by the author regarding the shapes used. The idea of using cubes provides for a very nostalgic experience, perfectly complementing the aforementioned classic platforming. There are also a few cute little details you may miss, like the lives the boss has at the end of the level, and these minor details give the level its own identity. The audio design is also great, with fantastic sound effects, but the music not quite fitting the night theme at the end. Even though the level is very short, as I said before, it's extremely enjoyable for a 2-minute level. The nostalgic feel and straightforward gameplay make for an enjoyable level, but it ends too abruptly for me. That's not to say that the boss wasn't satisfying to fight, I'm just saying that the level ended too soon, and that's a big minus for me here because I would have loved to see more. The 2-minute playtime in a level this visually basic gives me the impression that the author doesn't quite have a grasp on thermometer management, but this level is still a blast to play and experience. If the author can improve on the length of their levels, I can't wait to see their next themed adventure. This is a level that any gamer, young or old, should have a go at. I give this level 3.75 out of 5 stars. And thus ends another episode of LittleBigShow. If you have a level that you'd like me to check out, click anywhere on the video to find out how you can tell me. Kudos for watching, and I'll see you next time.